Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to main assembly, and today we're going to be attempting to recreate one of the earliest flight machines, crafts, I don't know what you would call it. It was just downright ridiculous is what it was. Let me show you exactly what I'm referring to. I really hope this doesn't get this video copyrighted, but I can't do this video without showing you the inspiration for what it is. So this is called a cycleplane, and it was in 1923 that this video, a very famous video, was taken of this 7-winged, there is kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-winged cycleplane. And surprisingly enough, this is supposedly one of the first successful aircraft to ever fly. And by successful, apparently it got about 2 feet off the ground for about 20 feet. But this video isn't really about the plane's success. It's more about the immense failure that happens within the span of like 5 seconds here. So check this out. 1 second, it's fine. The next second, it's gone. That I can imagine the heartbreak. All the effort that probably went into building this thing, making all those wings in line with each other and stable enough to at least hold itself up, and then watching it all crumble down right in front of your faces after probably really hoping for a breakthrough in human history. But I gotta draw your attention, there's more hilarity here than just the plane itself collapsing. Each of these individual people has their own story in this 5 seconds or so. The most entertaining to me, watch the guy in the back pushing the tail. It takes him about almost 2 seconds after the plane starts collapsing to realize that all of the wings are also collapsing right on top of him, in which he promptly starts running away. Watch this guy carefully. He's fine, everything's good. Oh no, it's crashing. Oh no, it's crashing on me, get away. I just love his reaction. It's priceless, just look at it. He swings his arms too, as if like he's trying to burst through some wall or something. It's great. And then this is actually kind of like, it speaks to the character of all of these men. Not a single one of these men noticed that the wings were collapsing when they were, because they were all so focused on the well-being of the pilot, presumably. The guy on the right here and the guy on the left here, you see them both flinch as the wings just happen to miss them. They didn't even know that they were in harm's way for a split second there. Watch them both. They had no idea that the wings were falling directly on them. They were just like, oh my god, is he okay? So I'm going to attempt to, oh boy, watching this in reverse is kind of weird. I'm just going to attempt to, oh, look at this. It was actually just about to lift off. I never actually noticed. Look at that. I didn't even see that before. It was just getting up off the ground. All right, so the plan for today's video is I'm going to do my best to replicate the shape of this thing, and we're just going to see if we can have better results than this. That's the idea, and I can't wait to see what the results are. Oh, and by the way, if you couldn't tell from the video, the reason why they call it a cycleplane is because the pilot is actually powering the propeller with a bicycle, basically. It's a pedal-powered propeller plane with 7 layers of wings. All right, so it's been a little while since I've actually built anything in this game, but hopefully I can figure it out, so let's get building. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 6 out of the 7 wings so far, and as I'm building this, I'm like, why didn't they just stop at like 5? Even when I was at 3 wings, I was like, this looks like enough. Well, we can stop now. This looks like enough. But nope, they went to 7. 7 wings. So I've been getting pretty good at it. As far as I know, right now in the current state of the game, remember, this is like kind of really early development. I haven't found a way to copy and paste something that is already attached to the main body. So I have to, as you saw in the time lapse, I have to rebuild each wing. So I'm getting pretty good at it. So I figured I'd take this last wing to explain what the process is, for me at least, to build one of these wings. So I'm starting off by just adding the basic frame markers. So I build up from the center of the previous wing, and then I just, whoops. And then I just drag a single frame out. And actually, now that I'm realizing, you might see there's the grid down below me. I've literally exceeded the size of the grid building area. It doesn't come with me all the way up here. So yeah, I go and I just, oh, that's not perfectly aligned. All right, there we go. I just line up each wing with the previous wing. I found it best to start shaping my wing at the tip, and then I drag it all the way back in. So to shape my wing, my method is I go up 2 units here, and that way I can kind of meet in the middle here with a triangle. And then I do the same thing in the front. All right, so then I just apply a little bit of a bend on that one and on that one. Oh, no, too much. I try to make it like kind of symmetrical. I know that like wings in real life, they have all kinds of shapes and designs when it comes to whether there's a bend on the top and it's flat on the bottom, whether there's a bend on the bottom and there's flat on top. I've looked up wing designs and I found every single variation has been tested. But here I'm going for a more symmetrical design. Okay, so now I have to get this design to kind of cover all the way back to the center. So the way you do that, or the way that I've been doing that, is I go ahead and fill in the panel. And once you fill in the panel, you can just grab the whole panel itself and extrude it out to the side. So then I just extrude it right to each point on the wings. So it's each one is gonna have its own independent section, just like the original Cycleplane design. All right, and we get this one right over here. Bringing this over to the next point. Oh, I missed. Hold on, we could just go ahead and move it just like that. And then we bring this right to the center just like that. And I think that is our 7th wing. Look at how ridiculous this thing looks. I don't know why on the bottom wing, like I thought the wings had kind of a curve to them. But then as I realized, as I was going up, they kind of look really, really straight in the videos and images that I was referencing. So I think it looks kind of cool with the bottom wings having that curve. And for some reason, the bottom wing was a lot shorter than the other ones that I saw. I think this is ready for its first test. Oh wait, I gotta program it. I actually haven't programmed this at all. All right, so I got the power going into the main propeller. Luckily, we don't have to pedal our way. We could just press a button on our keyboard. And then what I also decided to do, I don't know how they planned on doing pitch or roll. I don't even know if they had any controls to adjust pitch or roll in the air, or if they were just hoping to fly and just soar and let the wind be their guide. But I've added these tail fins here. I decided to add some servos so we can program these to do pitch and roll. Speaking of which, I should probably set the maximum and minimum angles. You know what? I'm just gonna have, yeah, 45 degrees sounds good to me. You know what? Actually, I kind of want to do like 30 degrees. We're gonna do 30 degrees in either direction, just like that. All right, so now I got the somewhat confusing part of trying to program that to be both my pitch and my roll. Okay, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is I was able to program these so that they work as both pitch and roll, just like I did before. Bad news is when I press space to power my propeller, this happens. I pressed the button, but the motor doesn't move. I feel like maybe that I have some type of stupid mistake that I'm just not seeing. So this is motor alpha, which I'm pretty sure is the one that the propeller is attached to. I have the input set to space, so it should just power the motor. You know what if I switch it out for, maybe it's just too weak. I'm gonna do motor large since we have a large propeller. Motor large alpha, power by space bar. There's no reason that shouldn't work, right? All right, and space. Hey, okay, it's going backwards. It's a sign though. That's a better, we're better off than we were before. Super simple solution. We just put space on the negative instead of the positive and reassign it to the power. And now we should have forward. Oh yeah, here we go. I didn't give myself steering. That was a terrible idea. Hold on. All right, well, now we actually have some turning, so we can line ourselves up on the runway. So here is what, after looking at this thing, oh man, I think I did a pretty good job at building it at least, but looking at it, all I'm seeing is if it actually tries to work and doesn't break for some structural stability reason, if it actually ends up working, I think we're gonna have way too much lift in the front and we're just gonna nose up and we're not gonna be able to maintain a straight trajectory. That is all I really see happening because there are so many wings. In 1923, they had to spend days, weeks, probably months building something like this. I've spent just over an hour building this thing from scratch, and we have the luxury of if we fail and crash and everything falls apart, we can just reset and try again instantaneously instead of having all of that work gone for good and having to restart from scratch. So I am very thankful to be living in 2019 and not 1923. All right, maiden voyage of the main assembly cycleplane. 3, 2, 1, power. Okay, so far this is extremely underwhelming. Like really underwhelming. We're going about as fast as they were going, I think. Though. Actually, you know what? I think we're going faster. I don't think they could run to keep up with this speed, to be honest. All right, this is really sad. I'm really disappointed with how this is going so far. I thought the propeller had more power, to be honest. Well, let me see. Let me see if we can fix something. Okay, unfortunately, we cannot go above 100% power, believe it or not. All right, so this is the small motor now. And as you can see, the small motor actually does spin a lot slower. So I wasn't sure if the size of the motor would actually affect the power of it. And it seems that it does, which is good. But it's very not good that we were already on the largest motor. So we may need to artificially enhance some aspects of this using our technology here. Yep, see, here's the large motor. Way faster. But I'm curious, if I put a motor on top of a motor and then the propeller, does that give us even more power? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I am not feeling it. And in case you were wondering, yes, this entire thing is made out of aeroplastic, so it is super light, but I'm not quite sure if there's anything else we can do other than the last ditch effort, which is to hide some thrusters into this thing and see if we can at least get off the ground. Or you know what? Hold on. Before we actually add something like that into here, I have one idea that's even better. Come on, take off. Take off. Okay, all right, come on, lift up. We're almost lifting up. Oh, and yep, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Oh boy, we're just doing it all out. I'm having flashbacks to 1923. Oh no. Oh boy, that was actually a lot more entertaining than I expected it to be. So yeah, I thought we were having a lot of trouble pitching up, but nope, once the wind caught our many wings, we just backflipped. We just straight up backflipped. All right, but I'm definitely gonna try that again now. Let's see what happens. This time I am not going to pitch up at all. I'm just gonna let it go straight. Look at this. All right, now I'm pitching down. Pitch down, pitch down. Why would this ever work? I looked into this. It took me a very long time to try to actually find the name of this plane, the cycleplane. And in that research, I discovered that this whole concept of multi-wings, this wasn't the only version of that. There were some other people that made multi-plane, like hundreds of wings, just stacked and stacked and stacked, just really small wings. And there's no way they got any success with this stuff. I mean, 20 feet, I guess? Hey, I kind of got 20 feet there. I mean, I think I did comparable to what they did. Okay, all right. I like the ski jump idea. I want to stick with the ski jump. Now let's see if we could just balance some weight. So this just means I'm just gonna make the entire front out of just solid steel, pretty much. We gotta do what we gotta do. Let's see if it works. Oh, that first little lip there is terrible. All right. Oh, we can't even get off the ground now. Well, it made a difference. At least it made a difference. Look at how slow we're going down a very steep ramp, and I feel like we're just way too slow. Why are we so slow? All right, come on. Oh, and there goes my propeller. So, you know, I'm just gonna turn right off. We're turning off. I need to fall. I need to fall through the air. No, or it's turning me back. Okay, and no, it's doing the thing again. It's doing the thing again, but not quite as much. Oh, this is terrible. So terrible. Ow. Okay. All right, well, I think we're gonna have to go to our last resort. I'm gonna put some thrust into this thing, see if we can get ourselves some more speed, and see if that can't help us at least stay in the air a little bit longer. Okay, I didn't realize just how massive these thrusters were, so that adds for some interesting aesthetics on this thing. I'm excited to try it. All right, here we go. And thrusters on. Oh, what happened to the thruster sound? Oh my goodness, we're flying. I cannot pitch down. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. There's just way too much lift in the front. It makes no sense. Like the proportions of the vehicle, it just doesn't make any sense. The wings are all at the front. All of them are just at the front. How was this supposed to work? This is a terrible design. At least I'm not the one to blame for the design. I love the crashing. All right, but I am determined to make this thing actually fly. And in order to do that, we're gonna end up modifying the original design a little bit naturally, because obviously it's not a winning design when it comes to sustained flight. So what I'm thinking is I need to extend the nose a decent amount. There we go. We're just gonna give ourselves just a lot more weight in the front, just like that. And then I'm going to really increase the tail fins to give us hopefully a lot more lift in the back. Let's just add a curve, and there you go. Less awkward. Magically less awkward with a single curve. All right, and then I'm just gonna move the wheel up just so that it's not so far back that it's just adding all of that weight onto the back. All right, let's see if this helps us fly any better. Look at those massive tail wings. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. All right. Whoa, oh, okay. All right, and there goes our propeller. Apparently I added too much weight to the front. Oh, I see a way to fix it. Okay, let's see if these adjustments have had any positive impact whatsoever on our new plane. Oh, guys, we're flying. We're flying. And this is without, I turned the thrust off. The thrust is now off. All right, let me change the camera here. The thrust is now off, and we cannot, yeah, we're falling now, but we're falling gracefully. If I add thrust, then we can actually start pitching up a little bit. Guys, this is amazing. That's all it took. We just needed to extend the nose out, put some more weight in the front, increase the lift in the back by massively increasing the surface area of the tail fin, and we pretty much, oh wait, I just realized my tail fins are all weirdly angled. All right. Oh no, I cannot roll very well. Here we go. There's the end. This is the end. I just fixed the tail fin though, because we were giving ourselves a default downwards pitch by when I accidentally somehow messed up the tail. All right, this should be the best version of ourselves right here. Ugh, oh, well, there goes one of our wheels. That's fine. Now we're just off center. Okay, let me get rid of the thrust. Yeah, all right, so the roll really doesn't work, which I guess is understandable because it's really trying to fight a lot of wings up in the front there. But, hey, we're going for more than 20 feet. We're definitely going much higher than 2 feet up in the air, and I haven't crashed yet. I'm gonna try to aim for the frozen pond, and we're gonna see if we can get a nice... Oh, I'm losing one of my wheels, though. Oh, that's too bad. That is too bad. I'm really trying to roll to the right, as you can see right now. Oh, here, this is a little bit better if I do that. All right, pitch down. I always have to just constantly pitch down when I have the thrust going, because the faster I go, the more those front wings just take over. Okay. Oh, all right, come on. We're almost there. We're almost at the frozen lake. I hope this is it looks frozen, right? That would be so embarrassing if it was just water and it was just very calm. All right. We're going with just the propeller power now. And look at how slow we are. And we land in pretty much one piece, except the wheel that we lost on takeoff. I don't know if we could have got much better of a result, to be honest, so I'm gonna say that this was a success. With the simple addition of thrusters and steel and easy sandbox modeling technology, we were able to turn a very, very bad aircraft into a very bad aircraft, so just not with the extra very. If you like this idea, then hit the like button on the video, and if you want to see other weird ideas like this that I've done in main assembly, here is a playlist of what I have done in it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the future of this game is going to look like. Anyway, I hope this video has earned your subscription. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.